Okay, well, I thought I would do a quick video kind of talking about my record store day experience. I this is my like fourth record store day I've been to. The first record store day I went to was not this most recent Black Friday, but the Black Friday before. Anyway, I've been to a few record store days, not a lot. And this record store day, I decided I was going to try and get up a little bit earlier. And honestly, I probably would have gone at the same time. So last time I went to record store day, I left at like 5 in the morning, or I got there at like 5 in the morning, something like that. My record store day is not too far from me, and I was like the 12th in line. That was the first record store day I went to. And it was a Black Friday. I got there about 5 o'clock. I was like 12th in line. Um, I was planning to do basically the same thing this record store day when my record store owner, Wyatt from St. Marie Records, shout out, when he posted a video or a picture yesterday of people in line at his store at 7 p.m. And come to find out, the first person in his line was in line at 10 a.m. yesterday for record store day. So I ended up deciding last night I wanted to try and go a little bit earlier. And a long time ago, I used to work at Starbucks, and I used to be an opener. I used to get up at 3 o'clock in the morning, 3:30 in the morning every day. So I said, okay, I'm going to give that a shot. So I got up at 3, and I got there before 3:30. I woke up and cleaned myself up a little bit, and then I got there, before 3:30, and there was already a line of like 20 something people. So I really didn't know how it was going to go going into record store day. I got to chat a little bit with the guy behind me in line, who was a really nice guy. So shout out Charlie if you see this video. And it was a good time. It was a good time. I was there. I waited there. The shop opened at 7 a.m. and I was in line at 3:30. But overall, Wyatt had the store organized really well. It went very smoothly. That first person in line who'd been in line since like 10 a.m. bought like $1,600 in records, which is crazy. But I'm happy to see those kind of sales going on for Wyatt and his son Corbin, I believe, who are the employees at St. Marie. I wish them all the success. I'm always happy for that. So let's talk about what I got. The record I originally was like, this is the one I definitely want to get. And I was my number one record going in. There were like 17,000 copies. I don't remember exactly how many, but it was a good number. So I thought, chances are I'm going to get this. But I don't want to wait and possibly miss out. So I'm going to go. Turned out that my record store day got 29 copies of this, which is a decent amount. And so me being like somewhere in the 20s, I guess not everybody that came in got one before me, but I was able to get a copy, and that is this album. And this is Post Malone's tribute to Nirvana. And I'm going to talk about this. I am going to do a record store, or I am going to do a record haul for the month of April, at the end of April. So you'll hear this stuff again probably in that video. But this record, this was a live streaming performance during COVID, and the money went to support World Health Organization. And now the money they're raising from the record sales is going to support Music Cares, which is a really great charity as well. So this is Post Malone singing and playing guitar, Travis Barker on drums, and there's a couple other musicians I don't know as well. I'm not sure if they're from a band or if they're just kind of studio musicians or session musicians. But so this is covering Nirvana. The whole album is Nirvana covers, and it's on yellow vinyl. And I'm very stoked to get this, so I definitely was excited to pick it up. And that was the only one I had planned on buying. However, one of the channels I love to watch leading up to, well, I just love to watch them because they're a record store. I love seeing what they do. Is Spin Me Around Record Store I believe it's in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. And so they do unboxings leading up to Record Store Day, and you kind of get to see the album covers. And it's a good opportunity for me to kind of pay attention and say, which ones do I feel that twinge of like, man, I really wish I had planned on that one. I should get that one. And what came up that I was not expecting to feel so strongly about is the next four records. And so that is Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone soundtrack. And these are on, you're not going to be able to see real well, but they're on clear vinyl. But so Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone and Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets, also clear vinyl. Harry Potter and the Prisoner of Azkaban, also clear vinyl. And Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire, also clear vinyl. Now, I will say, I think what really made me think I have to get these, for me, sort of my two favorite book series ever are Harry Potter and Lord of the Rings. And it just so happens that both of them have pretty phenomenal movie adaptations and pretty phenomenal soundtracks and scores. So the first three Harry Potter soundtracks, all by John Williams, who, of course, the legend. And then the fourth one by Patrick Doyle. And I really, really like all of them. I love listening to those soundtracks, and I thought this is something that I would genuinely enjoy having on the turntable. So I'm going to go ahead and pick them up. So I picked up all four of those, which was awesome. Now, at my record store, they got 4 copies of each of the first 3 Harry Potter movies soundtracks, but they only had 2 copies of Goblet of Fire, so I was sweating it. And going in, I saw someone in line who got all the Harry Potter soundtracks as well, including the other copy of number 4. So I was so lucky and so happy that I got that last copy of Goblet of Fire. So yeah, my hope now is that they do the soundtracks for 5 through 8 soon for Record Store Day. And the last thing I got is Taylor Swift Fortnite. This is Taylor Swift and Post Malone. Fortnite 7-inch. This is crazy. Okay, so I do love Taylor Swift. I'm a big Taylor Swift fan, but her Record Store Day releases go crazy. I mean, she presses a huge quantity of them, and they sell out very fast, and then they sell on the secondary market for way more. So this record that literally was just released today, and my Record Store Day 3 hours ago, this record that I paid, like $16 for has already sold for $97 on Discogs. So we're talking an $80 increase. Now, I don't intend to flip this. That's not who I am. If anything, I would give it as a gift to a friend or keep it myself. I've already had friends that have asked for me to sell it to them and get it to them. Right now, I'm not planning on that, but we'll see what happens. But I am glad to have it, and I if I sell it, I would just sell it probably for cost, because I do get frustrated. My one big gripe at Record Store Day is I do get frustrated with flippers who go shopping on Record Store Day and buy a bunch of the albums and then mark them way up and sell them, trying to make a huge profit. That's frustrating for people like me who've been in line for hours and we just want like the 1 or 2 albums, and some guy ahead of us who waited longer, to be fair, bought them all up just to flip them for like 4 times the cost. That's super frustrating. So I had a great experience. St. Marie continues to be an amazing record store. They also gave us, I'm going to pause it so I can show you the other little gifts. Okay, I'm back. So what I wanted to show you is my record store has done these really cute totes in the past. They have one that they sell just regular. This is like their all the time one. And this one, I was lucky enough to be gifted. Wyatt gave it to me one day, which was really nice. Record Store Day last time, November 29th, 2024, they gave out this tote, which is super cool. Let me get that out of the way. Super cool. I just love, there's something about the sort of religious imagery, the iconography that they use that is really appealing to me. And maybe it's my ex-evangelical background or whatever, but I love it. So this year they had this tote bag, so all red, and then up in the corner You can see sort of the Sacred Heart with some headphones. Little explosion. Love it very much. So that's my third St. Marie Records tote. But they also had just a couple extra fun things. A little car air freshener with the St. Marie logo on it there, and then a little plastic cup with a black and white version of the St. Marie artwork on it. So all of that was just free additional goodies for going to Record Store Day there at the store, and it's really nice. They don't have to do that. I feel like it's just an added bonus for those of us who love the store to begin with, and maybe a draw for the people who are trying to decide what record store they're going to go to on Record Store Day. So anyway, that's my Record Store Day haul. I had a really great time, and I hope everyone got what they wanted. I know the guy that was behind me who I talked to, who was very nice. One of the things he was hunting for was that Oasis box set, but there's only 1,000 press total in the U.S., and most stores only got like one copy if they got that. Our one copy was sold out like immediately. So he didn't get that, but he did get a lot of stuff that he wanted, and he was pretty happy overall. So I hope that you ended and you were happy with what you got. Until the next Record Store Day, we'll hang out, and then I look forward to talking to you guys about my April haul here at the end of the month.